Let's practice listening in English.
It's not so far. It's not so far.
It's not so far.
It's not so far. I remember seeing her somewhere. I remember seeing her somewhere.
I remember seeing her somewhere.
I remember seeing her somewhere. Her books sell pretty well. Her books sell pretty well.
Her books sell pretty well.
Her books sell pretty well. He became rich. He became rich.
He became rich.
He became rich. I need first aid. I need first aid.
I need first aid.
I need first aid. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Do you see him often? Do you see him often?
Do you see him often?
Do you see him often? We've already done our work. We've already done our work.
We've already done our work.
We've already done our work. I wish I could. I wish I could.
I wish I could.
I wish I could. The twins look exactly alike. The twins look exactly alike.
The twins look exactly alike.
The twins look exactly alike. He is always with me. He is always with me.
He is always with me.
He is always with me. The boy tried moving the heavy sofa. The boy tried moving the heavy sofa.
The boy tried moving the heavy sofa.
The boy tried moving the heavy sofa. I met nobody on my way home. I met nobody on my way home.
I met nobody on my way home.
I met nobody on my way home. I'd prefer meat to fish. I'd prefer meat to fish.
I'd prefer meat to fish.
I'd prefer meat to fish. He was very happy. He was very happy.
He was very happy.
He was very happy. A majority voted against the bill. A majority voted against the bill.
A majority voted against the bill.
A majority voted against the bill. He wants to see us again. He wants to see us again.
He wants to see us again.
He wants to see us again. We found out where he lives. We found out where he lives.
We found out where he lives.
We found out where he lives. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. He often makes people angry. He often makes people angry.
He often makes people angry.
He often makes people angry. My mother is 2 years younger than my father. My mother is 2 years younger than my father.
My mother is 2 years younger than my father.
My mother is 2 years younger than my father. He accepted the job. He accepted the job.
He accepted the job.
He accepted the job. Could you sign here? Could you sign here?
Could you sign here?
Could you sign here? Who painted these pictures? Who painted these pictures?
Who painted these pictures?
Who painted these pictures? Have you ever been to Canada? Have you ever been to Canada?
Have you ever been to Canada?
Have you ever been to Canada? I saw him just now. I saw him just now.
I saw him just now.
I saw him just now. Look at the map on page 62. Look at the map on page 62.
Look at the map on page 62.
Look at the map on page 62. He speaks French. He speaks French.
He speaks French.
He speaks French. Have you ever been to Africa? Have you ever been to Africa?
Have you ever been to Africa?
Have you ever been to Africa? Were you at home last night? Were you at home last night?
Were you at home last night?
Were you at home last night? He ran as fast as he could. He ran as fast as he could.
He ran as fast as he could.
He ran as fast as he could. You can do it, can't you? You can do it, can't you?
You can do it, can't you?
You can do it, can't you? I just arrived in time for the plane. I just arrived in time for the plane.
I arrived just in time for the plane.
I just arrived in time for the plane. What are you interested in? What are you interested in?
What are you interested in?
What are you interested in? Did you hear someone ring the doorbell? Did you hear someone ring the doorbell?
Did you hear someone ring the doorbell?
Did you hear someone ring the doorbell? I can't sleep. I can't sleep.
I can't sleep.
I can't sleep. Our children like dogs, but I prefer cats. Our children like dogs, but I prefer cats.
Our children like dogs, but I prefer cats.
Our children like dogs, but I prefer cats. Hold on to the rope. Hold on to the rope.
Hold on to the rope.
Hold on to the rope. It's very hot in here. It's very hot in here.
It's very hot here.
It's very hot in here. Keep this money for me. Keep this money for me.
Keep this money for me.
Keep this money for me. I'd like to send this package to Japan. I'd like to send this package to Japan.
I'd like to send this package to Japan.
I'd like to send this package to Japan. I think so. I think so.
I think so.
I think so. I will give it to you. I will give it to you.
I will give it to you.
I will give it to you. Now stop crying. Now stop crying.
Now stop crying.
Now stop crying. I went for a walk in the park. I went for a walk in the park.
I went for a walk in the park.
I went for a walk in the park. I've met him on several occasions. I've met him on several occasions.
I've met him on several occasions.
I've met him on several occasions. Let me go alone. Let me go alone.
Let me go alone.
Let me go alone. This problem is difficult to solve. This problem is difficult to solve.
This problem is difficult to solve.
This problem is difficult to solve. All the flowers in the garden are yellow. All the flowers in the garden are yellow.
All the flowers in the garden are yellow.
All the flowers in the garden are yellow. Your bath is ready. Your bath is ready.
Your bath is ready.
Your bath is ready. He went to a fruit store first. He went to a fruit store first.
He went to a fruit store first.
He went to a fruit store first. I want to learn how to swim. I want to learn how to swim.
I want to learn how to swim.
I want to learn how to swim. She has been absent from school for 5 days. She has been absent from school for 5 days.
She has been absent from school for 5 days.
She has been absent from school for 5 days. Prices continue to rise. Prices continue to rise.
Prices continue to rise.
Prices continue to rise. Is this your first trip abroad? Is this your first trip abroad?
Is this your first trip abroad?
Is this your first trip abroad? My homework is nearly complete. My homework is nearly complete.
My homework is nearly complete.
My homework is nearly complete. Are you free this afternoon? Are you free this afternoon?
Are you free this afternoon?
Are you free this afternoon? Whose shoes are these? Whose shoes are these?
Whose shoes are these?
Whose shoes are these? I wish I had a house of my own. I wish I had a house of my own.
I wish I had a house of my own.
I wish I had a house of my own. This beer is not cold enough. This beer is not cold enough.
This beer is not cold enough.
This beer is not cold enough. These products are selling like hotcakes. These products are selling like hotcakes.
These products are selling like hotcakes.
These products are selling like hotcakes. He owes his success to his parents. He owes his success to his parents.
He owes his success to his parents.
He owes his success to his parents. We usually have lunch at noon. We usually have lunch at noon.
We usually have lunch at noon.
We usually have lunch at noon. My work is finished. My work is finished.
My work is finished.
My work is finished. Do you know the reason? Do you know the reason?
Do you know the reason?
Do you know the reason? I didn't take part in the conversation. I didn't take part in the conversation.
I didn't take part in the conversation.
I didn't take part in the conversation. Every door in the house is locked. Every door in the house is locked.
Every door in the house is locked.
Every door in the house is locked. That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know.
That's what we want to know.
That's what we want to know. His hands were empty. His hands were empty.
His hands were empty.
His hands were empty. I caught 3 fish yesterday. I caught 3 fish yesterday.
I caught 3 fish yesterday.
I caught 3 fish yesterday. He was sitting on a bench. He was sitting on a bench.
He was sitting on a bench.
He was sitting on a bench. Would you like another apple? Would you like another apple?
Would you like another apple?
Would you like another apple? What is she like? What is she like?
What is she like?
What is she like? There is no meat left in the fridge. There is no meat left in the fridge.
There is no meat left in the fridge.
There is no meat left in the fridge. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? They visit us from time to time. They visit us from time to time.
They visit us from time to time.
They visit us from time to time. I have a tourist visa. I have a tourist visa.
I have a tourist visa.
I have a tourist visa. You look sick. You look sick.
You look sick.
You look sick. Who will look after your dog? Who will look after your dog?
Who will look after your dog?
Who will look after your dog? There's no evidence. There's no evidence.
There's no evidence.
There's no evidence. He can swim well. He can swim well.
He can swim well.
He can swim well. Put that in writing. Put that in writing.
Put that in writing.
Put that in writing. I like skiing very much. I like skiing very much.
I like skiing very much.
I like skiing very much. This is Mary's dog. This is Mary's dog.
This is Mary's dog.
This is Mary's dog. I can't help it. I can't help it.
I can't help it.
I can't help it. I asked him to start at once. I asked him to start at once.
I asked him to start at once.
I asked him to start at once. These aren't my books. These aren't my books.
These aren't my books.
These aren't my books. I am going to start. I am going to start.
I am going to start.
I am going to start. There is a pair of scissors on the desk. There is a pair of scissors on the desk.
There is a pair of scissors on the desk.
There is a pair of scissors on the desk. Do as you like. Do as you like.
Do as you like.
Do as you like. Let's take a break. Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. He came back from America. He came back from America.
He came back from America.
He came back from America. Let me handle this. Let me handle this.
Let me handle this.
Let me handle this. One of these two answers is right. One of these two answers is right.
One of these two answers is right.
One of these two answers is right. You can study here. You can study here.
You can study here.
You can study here. There is a page missing. There is a page missing.
There is a page missing.
There is a page missing. I forgot to lock the storeroom. I forgot to lock the storeroom.
I forgot to lock the storeroom.
I forgot to lock the storeroom. He came to see me. He came to see me.
He came to see me.
He came to see me. It tasted sweet. It tasted sweet.
It tasted sweet.
It tasted sweet. You and I have something in common. You and I have something in common.
You and I have something in common.
You and I have something in common. Have you ever seen a kangaroo? Have you ever seen a kangaroo?
Have you ever seen a kangaroo?
Have you ever seen a kangaroo? I want to go to America someday. I want to go to America someday.
I want to go to America someday.
I want to go to America someday. Tomorrow is my day off. Tomorrow is my day off.
Tomorrow is my day off.
Tomorrow is my day off. This shirt is too small for me to wear. This shirt is too small for me to wear.
This shirt is too small for me to wear.
This shirt is too small for me to wear. I'll come back. I'll come back.
I'll come back.
I'll come back. Be quiet or the baby will wake up. Be quiet or the baby will wake up.
Be quiet or the baby will wake up.
Be quiet or the baby will wake up. I think we had better wait another 30 minutes. I think we had better wait another 30 minutes.
I think we had better wait another 30 minutes.
I think we had better wait another 30 minutes. I am pretty sure. I am pretty sure.
I am pretty sure.
I am pretty sure. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Those books are theirs. Those books are theirs.
Those books are theirs.
Those books are theirs. I am happy. I am happy.
I am happy.
I am happy. I'm tired of reading. I'm tired of reading.
I am tired of reading.
I'm tired of reading. Were you playing tennis yesterday morning? Were you playing tennis yesterday morning?
Were you playing tennis yesterday morning?
Were you playing tennis yesterday morning? This blouse is cotton. This blouse is cotton.
This blouse is cotton.
This blouse is cotton. I usually walk to school. I usually walk to school.
I usually walk to school.
I usually walk to school. I'm sorry, I dropped my knife. I'm sorry, I dropped my knife.
I'm sorry, I dropped my knife.
I'm sorry, I dropped my knife. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. I can swim well. I can swim well.
I can swim well.
I can swim well. Don't turn off the light. Don't turn off the light.
Don't turn off the light.
Don't turn off the light. He stopped to talk to them. He stopped to talk to them.
He stopped to talk to them.
He stopped to talk to them. There is no hope of success. There is no hope of success.
There is no hope of success.
There is no hope of success. She could play the piano very well. She could play the piano very well.
She can play the piano very well.
She could play the piano very well. May I help you? May I help you?
May I help you?
May I help you? Did you call your friend in Canada? Did you call your friend in Canada?
Did you call your friend in Canada?
Did you call your friend in Canada? Please take one. Please take one.
Please take one.
Please take one. The meeting, in short, was a waste of time. The meeting, in short, was a waste of time.
The meeting, in short, was a waste of time.
The meeting, in short, was a waste of time. How long will you stay here? How long will you stay here?
How long will you stay here?
How long will you stay here? You must pay attention to him. You must pay attention to him.
You must pay attention to him.
You must pay attention to him. I guess that she is 40. I guess that she is 40.
I guess that she is 40.
I guess that she is 40. Which company do you work for? Which company do you work for?
Which company do you work for?
Which company do you work for? We have had plenty of snow this year. We have had plenty of snow this year.
We have had plenty of snow this year.
We have had plenty of snow this year. Does this bus go to the beach? Does this bus go to the beach?
Does this bus go to the beach?
Does this bus go to the beach? Don't change your mind. Don't change your mind.
Don't change your mind.
Don't change your mind. Who is your teacher? Who is your teacher?
Who is your teacher?
Who is your teacher? Time flies like an arrow. Time flies like an arrow.
Time flies like an arrow.
Time flies like an arrow. They live downstairs. They live downstairs.
They live downstairs.
They live downstairs. My car was stolen last night. My car was stolen last night.
My car was stolen last night.
My car was stolen last night. Put this sentence into English. Put this sentence into English.
Put this sentence into English.
Put this sentence into English. They are not interested in saving money. They are not interested in saving money.
They are not interested in saving money.
They are not interested in saving money. Can you help me? Can you help me?
Can you help me?
Can you help me? We have made friends with Tom. We have made friends with Tom.
We have made friends with Tom.
We have made friends with Tom. What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Do you go to school by bus? Do you go to school by bus?
Do you go to school by bus?
Do you go to school by bus? My father died of lung cancer. My father died of lung cancer.
My father died of lung cancer.
My father died of lung cancer. My father made me wash the car. My father made me wash the car.
My father made me wash the car.
My father made me wash the car. Here is my bicycle. Here is my bicycle.
Here is my bicycle.
Here is my bicycle. Tom is eager to buy a new car. Tom is eager to buy a new car.
Tom is eager to buy a new car.
Tom is eager to buy a new car. I don't feel like eating out this evening. I don't feel like eating out this evening.
I don't feel like eating out this evening.
I don't feel like eating out this evening. What time is it? What time is it?
What time is it?
What time is it? Please lend me your car. Please lend me your car.
Please lend me your car.
Please lend me your car. I wonder if she will marry him. I wonder if she will marry him.
I wonder if she will marry him.
I wonder if she will marry him. Don't spill the beans. Don't spill the beans.
Don't spill the beans.
Don't spill the beans. My father smokes. My father smokes.
My father smokes.
My father smokes. He has his own car. He has his own car.
He has his own car.
He has his own car. Where did you see the woman? Where did you see the woman?
Where did you see the woman?
Where did you see the woman? I got my right leg hurt in the accident. I got my right leg hurt in the accident.
I got my right leg hurt in the accident.
I got my right leg hurt in the accident. He is trusted by his parents. He is trusted by his parents.
He is trusted by his parents.
He is trusted by his parents. I'm very glad to see you. I'm very glad to see you.
I'm very glad to see you.
I'm very glad to see you. You really shouldn't use pirated software. You really shouldn't use pirated software.
You really shouldn't use pirated software.
You really shouldn't use pirated software. He loves her. He loves her.
He loves her.
He loves her. He has got a good camera. He has got a good camera.
He has got a good camera.
He has got a good camera. I often see him. I often see him.
I often see him.
I often see him. You will never realize what I went through. You will never realize what I went through.
You will never realize what I went through.
You will never realize what I went through. Is he the teacher? Is he the teacher?
Is he a teacher?
Is he the teacher? It smells delicious. It smells delicious.
It smells delicious.
It smells delicious. Are you busy now? Are you busy now?
Are you busy now?
Are you busy now? Any day will do except Monday. Any day will do except Monday.
Any day will do except Monday.
Any day will do except Monday. Give me a hand with this bag. Give me a hand with this bag.
Give me a hand with this bag.
Give me a hand with this bag. He was standing. He was standing.
He was standing.
He was standing. He knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of people.
He knows a lot of people.
He knows a lot of people. She told me she knew my brother. She told me she knew my brother.
She told me she knew my brother.
She told me she knew my brother. What is the name of that river? What is the name of that river?
What is the name of that river?
What is the name of that river? All of my friends like soccer. All of my friends like soccer.
All of my friends like soccer.
All of my friends like soccer. He made an apology. He made an apology.
He made an apology.
He made an apology. Where have you been this week? Where have you been this week?
Where have you been this week?
Where have you been this week? She is good at speaking English. She is good at speaking English.
She is good at speaking English.
She is good at speaking English. Not all of us can speak English. Not all of us can speak English.
Not all of us can speak English.
Not all of us can speak English. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that. Don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake.
Don't make a mistake.
Don't make a mistake. Every student has access to the library. Every student has access to the library.
Every student has access to the library.
Every student has access to the library. May I go to the toilet? May I go to the toilet?
May I go to the toilet?
May I go to the toilet? She lives quite close by. She lives quite close by.
She lives quite close by.
She lives quite close by. What time did you arrive there? What time did you arrive there?
What time did you arrive there?
What time did you arrive there? I like that young man. I like that young man.
I like that young man.
I like that young man. Asia is much larger than Australia. Asia is much larger than Australia.
Asia is much larger than Australia.
Asia is much larger than Australia. I like neither of them. I like neither of them.
I like neither of them.
I like neither of them. Please answer the phone. Please answer the phone.
Please answer the phone.
Please answer the phone. I'm from Tokyo. I'm from Tokyo.
I'm from Tokyo.
I'm from Tokyo. She is a very good teacher. She is a very good teacher.
She is a very good teacher.
She is a very good teacher. Nobody can break his record. Nobody can break his record.
Nobody can break his record.
Nobody can break his record. I failed the tests. I failed the tests.
I failed the tests.
I failed the tests. He has a very expensive watch. He has a very expensive watch.
He has a very expensive watch.
He has a very expensive watch. Get me a chair, please. Get me a chair, please.
Get me a chair, please.
Get me a chair, please. Wouldn't you like another glass of beer? Wouldn't you like another glass of beer?
Wouldn't you like another glass of beer?
Wouldn't you like another glass of beer? What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do? Whose is this book? Whose is this book?
Whose is this book?
Whose is this book? The brake didn't work. The brake didn't work.
The brake didn't work.
The brake didn't work. I looked for the key. I looked for the key.
I looked for the key.
I looked for the key. The pain is getting worse. The pain is getting worse.
The pain is getting worse.
The pain is getting worse. Don't be afraid to make mistakes when speaking English. Don't be afraid to make mistakes when speaking English.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes when speaking English.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes when speaking English. I can read Spanish easily. I can read Spanish easily.
I can read Spanish easily.
I can read Spanish easily. How did you come to know each other? How did you come to know each other?
How did you come to know each other?
How did you come to know each other? It is very cold today, isn't it? It is very cold today, isn't it?
It is very cold today, isn't it?
It is very cold today, isn't it? Would you please stop talking? Would you please stop talking?
Would you please stop talking?
Would you please stop talking? I saw him jump. I saw him jump.
I saw him jump.
I saw him jump. What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Is this ball yours or hers? Is this ball yours or hers?
Is this ball yours or hers?
Is this ball yours or hers? You should follow your doctor's advice. You should follow your doctor's advice.
You should follow your doctor's advice.
You should follow your doctor's advice. It's unusual for him to get up early. It's unusual for him to get up early.
It's unusual for him to get up early.
It's unusual for him to get up early. Keep an eye on the bags. Keep an eye on the bags.
Keep an eye on the bags.
Keep an eye on the bags. Wait for a moment outside the room. Wait for a moment outside the room.
Wait for a moment outside the room.
Wait for a moment outside the room. My uncle gave me a camera. My uncle gave me a camera.
My uncle gave me a camera.
My uncle gave me a camera. Do you know when she will come? Do you know when she will come?
Do you know when she will come?
Do you know when she will come? Please make the bed. Please make the bed.
Please make the bed.
Please make the bed. He got angry. He got angry.
He got angry.
He got angry. I go to my father's place twice a year. I go to my father's place twice a year.
I go to my father's place twice a year.
I go to my father's place twice a year. Don't drop that cup. Don't drop that cup.
Don't drop that cup.
Don't drop that cup. The kid got hurt. The kid got hurt.
The kid got hurt.
The kid got hurt. These books are ours. These books are ours.
These books are ours.
These books are ours. It's a pity that you can't come. It's a pity that you can't come.
It's a pity that you can't come.
It's a pity that you can't come. Your bike is better than mine. Your bike is better than mine.
Your bike is better than mine.
Your bike is better than mine. Many of us were tired. Many of us were tired.
Many of us were tired.
Many of us were tired. The building was built in 1960. The building was built in 1960.
The building was built in 1960.
The building was built in 1960. He didn't answer my question. He didn't answer my question.
He didn't answer my question.
He didn't answer my question. You left your lights on. You left your lights on.
You left your lights on.
You left your lights on. My dream is to be a firefighter. My dream is to be a firefighter.
My dream is to be a firefighter.
My dream is to be a firefighter. Excuse me, who are you? Excuse me, who are you?
Excuse me, who are you?
Excuse me, who are you? How much is this tie? How much is this tie?
How much is this tie?
How much is this tie? Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Tell me about it.
Tell me about it. Can I use this bike? Can I use this bike?
Can I use this bike?
Can I use this bike? Everybody loves music. Everybody loves music.
Everybody loves music.
Everybody loves music. It was raining yesterday. It was raining yesterday.
It was raining yesterday.
It was raining yesterday. I have an appointment with him at 6. I have an appointment with him at 6.
I have an appointment with him at 6.
I have an appointment with him at 6. Beautiful day, isn't it? Beautiful day, isn't it?
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Beautiful day, isn't it? I don't know where my watch is. I don't know where my watch is.
I don't know where my watch is.
I don't know where my watch is. I don't like this watch. I don't like this watch.
I don't like this watch.
I don't like this watch. She turned down my offer. She turned down my offer.
She turned down my offer.
She turned down my offer. I want some water. I want some water.
I want some water.
I want some water. He decided to go abroad. He decided to go abroad.
He decided to go abroad.
He decided to go abroad. Your dreams have come true. Your dreams have come true.
Your dreams have come true.
Your dreams have come true. Were you with anyone? Were you with anyone?
Were you with anyone?
Were you with anyone? I would like you to come with me. I would like you to come with me.
I would like you to come with me.
I would like you to come with me. I have a bad headache. I have a bad headache.
I have a bad headache.
I have a bad headache. It almost never rains here. It almost never rains here.
It almost never rains here.
It almost never rains here. Have you ever returned home before 7? Have you ever returned home before 7?
Have you ever returned home before 7?
Have you ever returned home before 7? Her face turned red. Her face turned red.
Her face turned red.
Her face turned red. I listen to the radio every night. I listen to the radio every night.
I listen to the radio every night.
I listen to the radio every night. I felt very happy. I felt very happy.
I felt very happy.
I felt very happy. Aren't you thirsty? Aren't you thirsty?
Aren't you thirsty?
Aren't you thirsty? A horse runs quickly. A horse runs quickly.
A horse runs quickly.
A horse runs quickly. I have an earache. I have an earache.
I have an earache.
I have an earache. I will be here from Monday to Thursday. I will be here from Monday to Thursday.
I will be here from Monday to Thursday.
I will be here from Monday to Thursday. If only I could speak English. If only I could speak English.
If only I could speak English.
If only I could speak English. The knife is not sharp. The knife is not sharp.
The knife is not sharp.
The knife is not sharp. I helped him yesterday. I helped him yesterday.
I helped him yesterday.
I helped him yesterday. He is introverted. He is introverted.
He is introverted.
He is introverted. He was elected president. He was elected president.
He was elected president.
He was elected president. I'm not busy. I'm not busy.
I'm not busy.
I'm not busy. Would you please write your name here? Would you please write your name here?
Would you please write your name here?
Would you please write your name here? The train was crowded. The train was crowded.
The train was crowded.
The train was crowded. She spoke as though nothing had happened. She spoke as though nothing had happened.
She spoke as though nothing had happened.
She spoke as though nothing had happened. The boy is kind. The boy is kind.
The boy is kind.
The boy is kind. You'll get well soon. You'll get well soon.
You'll get well soon.
You'll get well soon. Can you speak French? Can you speak French?
Can you speak French?
Can you speak French? I'll miss you. I'll miss you.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you. My brother can read English. My brother can read English.
My little brother can read English.
My brother can read English. I told him to come. I told him to come.
I told him to come.
I told him to come. Where will you have lunch today? Where will you have lunch today?
Where will you have lunch today?
Where will you have lunch today? I'm afraid it will rain. I'm afraid it will rain.
I'm afraid it will rain.
I'm afraid it will rain. I'll tell you a secret. I'll tell you a secret.
I'll tell you a secret.
I'll tell you a secret. May I try it on? May I try it on?
May I try it on?
May I try it on? We had lunch at noon. We had lunch at noon.
We had lunch at noon.
We had lunch at noon. This book seemed interesting. This book seemed interesting.
This book seemed interesting.
This book seemed interesting. What is in this box? What is in this box?
What is in this box?
What is in this box? Could you drive more slowly? Could you drive more slowly?
Could you drive more slowly?
Could you drive more slowly? I waited for her for a long time. I waited for her for a long time.
I waited for her for a long time.
I waited for her for a long time. Those are their books. Those are their books.
Those are their books.
Those are their books. I don't like her. I don't like her.
I don't like her.
I don't like her. I don't like cheese very much. I don't like cheese very much.
I don't like cheese very much.
I don't like cheese very much. How did you make it? How did you make it?
How did you make it?
How did you make it? My father's hobby is fishing. My father's hobby is fishing.
My father's hobby is fishing.
My father's hobby is fishing. I like to travel by myself. I like to travel by myself.
I like to travel by myself.
I like to travel by myself. Wash your hands well. Wash your hands well.
Wash your hands well.
Wash your hands well. It snowed in Osaka. It snowed in Osaka.
It snowed in Osaka.
It snowed in Osaka. I want to marry you. I want to marry you.
I want to marry you.
I want to marry you. You'd better not go. You'd better not go.
You'd better not go.
You'd better not go. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. He was at home. He was at home.
He was at home.
He was at home. I wonder if the plane will arrive on time. I wonder if the plane will arrive on time.
I wonder if the plane will arrive on time.
I wonder if the plane will arrive on time. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Tomorrow is Mother's Day.
Tomorrow is Mother's Day.
Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Your dog always barks at me. Your dog always barks at me.
Your dog always barks at me.
Your dog always barks at me. When did you see them first? When did you see them first?
When did you see them first?
When did you see them first? I'm learning music. I'm learning music.
I'm learning music.
I'm learning music. It was a great shock to me. It was a great shock to me.
It was a great shock to me.
It was a great shock to me. Count me in. Count me in.
Count me in.
Count me in. Are you working? Are you working?
Are you working?
Are you working? Due to bad weather, the plane was late. Due to bad weather, the plane was late.
Due to bad weather, the plane was late.
Due to bad weather, the plane was late. Is there a curfew? Is there a curfew?
Is there a curfew?
Is there a curfew? Why were you absent yesterday? Why were you absent yesterday?
Why were you absent yesterday?
Why were you absent yesterday? Which do you prefer, apples or bananas? Which do you prefer, apples or bananas?
Which do you prefer, apples or bananas?
Which do you prefer, apples or bananas? I'm gaining weight. I'm gaining weight.
I'm gaining weight.
I'm gaining weight. Come and help us. Come and help us.
Come and help us.
Come and help us. I don't like this jacket. I don't like this jacket.
I don't like this jacket.
I don't like this jacket. Elephants live in Asia and Africa. Elephants live in Asia and Africa.
Elephants live in Asia and Africa.
Elephants live in Asia and Africa. I called for help. I called for help.
I called for help.
I called for help. The shop was closed when I went there. The shop was closed when I went there.
The shop was closed when I went there.
The shop was closed when I went there. That bridge is anything but safe. That bridge is anything but safe.
That bridge is anything but safe.
That bridge is anything but safe. He is capable of teaching French. He is capable of teaching French.
He is capable of teaching French.
He is capable of teaching French. I fell asleep before my father came home. I fell asleep before my father came home.
I fell asleep before my father came home.
I fell asleep before my father came home. I am 16 years old. I am 16 years old.
I am 16 years old.
I am 16 years old. I can't do anything else. I can't do anything else.
I can't do anything else.
I can't do anything else. Read after me. Read after me.
Read after me.
Read after me. She can't swim. She can't swim.
She can't swim.
She can't swim. She's practicing the violin now. She's practicing the violin now.
She is practicing the violin now.
She's practicing the violin now. It was so dark that they could hardly see. It was so dark that they could hardly see.
It was so dark that they could hardly see.
It was so dark that they could hardly see. Fruits have seeds in them. Fruits have seeds in them.
Fruits have seeds in them.
Fruits have seeds in them. I am counting on you. I am counting on you.
I am counting on you.
I am counting on you. I'll be back in a wink. I'll be back in a wink.
I'll be back in a wink.
I'll be back in a wink. That kind of dress is now in fashion. That kind of dress is now in fashion.
That kind of dress is now in fashion.
That kind of dress is now in fashion. May I ask you something? May I ask you something?
May I ask you something?
May I ask you something? I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
I'm terribly sorry.
I'm terribly sorry. I can understand him perfectly. I can understand him perfectly.
I can understand him perfectly.
I can understand him perfectly. How's business? How's business?
How's business?
How's business? It's difficult for me to answer the question. It's difficult for me to answer the question.
It is difficult for me to answer the question.
It's difficult for me to answer the question. I'm very busy. I'm very busy.
I'm very busy.
I'm very busy. I shouldn't have gotten up so early. I shouldn't have gotten up so early.
I shouldn't have gotten up so early.
I shouldn't have gotten up so early. Do you mind if I open the window? Do you mind if I open the window?
Do you mind if I open the window?
Do you mind if I open the window? Were you out last night? Were you out last night?
Were you out last night?
Were you out last night? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to go? I nearly made a mistake. I nearly made a mistake.
I nearly made a mistake.
I nearly made a mistake. That shop has many customers. That shop has many customers.
That shop has many customers.
That shop has many customers. She hung the calendar on the wall. She hung the calendar on the wall.
She hung the calendar on the wall.
She hung the calendar on the wall. Is the dog swimming? Is the dog swimming?
Is the dog swimming?
Is the dog swimming? Since I was thirsty, I drank water. Since I was thirsty, I drank water.
Since I was thirsty, I drank water.
Since I was thirsty, I drank water. I want you to tell me the truth. I want you to tell me the truth.
I want you to tell me the truth.
I want you to tell me the truth. Please pass me the sugar. Please pass me the sugar.
Please pass me the sugar.
Please pass me the sugar. I stayed up late last night. I stayed up late last night.
I stayed up late last night.
I stayed up late last night. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself.
Please take care of yourself.
Please take care of yourself. This room doesn't get a lot of sun. This room doesn't get a lot of sun.
This room doesn't get a lot of sun.
This room doesn't get a lot of sun. He is good at driving. He is good at driving.
He is good at driving.
He is good at driving. My father was busy. My father was busy.
My father was busy.
My father was busy. They forgot to lock the door. They forgot to lock the door.
They forgot to lock the door.
They forgot to lock the door. I bought a few eggs and a little milk. I bought a few eggs and a little milk.
I bought a few eggs and a little milk.
I bought a few eggs and a little milk. The girl resembles her mother. The girl resembles her mother.
The girl resembles her mother.
The girl resembles her mother. I wish I earned more money. I wish I earned more money.
I wish I earned more money.
I wish I earned more money. I hope my dream will come true. I hope my dream will come true.
I hope my dream will come true.
I hope my dream will come true. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? She has a daughter who is a pianist. She has a daughter who is a pianist.
She has a daughter who is a pianist.
She has a daughter who is a pianist. Ask him where he parked his car. Ask him where he parked his car.
Ask him where he parked his car.
Ask him where he parked his car. I got married 8 years ago. I got married 8 years ago.
I got married 8 years ago.
I got married 8 years ago. I can't stand up. I can't stand up.
I can't stand up.
I can't stand up. Have you eaten lunch yet? Have you eaten lunch yet?
Have you eaten lunch yet?
Have you eaten lunch yet? May I borrow your dictionary? May I borrow your dictionary?
May I borrow your dictionary?
May I borrow your dictionary? He has no children. He has no children.
He has no children.
He has no children. The cat is very cute. The cat is very cute.
The cat is very cute.
The cat is very cute. My headache has gone. My headache has gone.
My headache has gone.
My headache has gone. I'm not in favor of such a plan. I'm not in favor of such a plan.
I'm not in favor of such a plan.
I'm not in favor of such a plan. Do you want to sit down? Do you want to sit down?
Do you want to sit down?
Do you want to sit down? Let me see it. Let me see it.
Let me see it.
Let me see it. You will soon adapt yourself to this new life. You will soon adapt yourself to this new life.
You will soon adapt yourself to this new life.
You will soon adapt yourself to this new life. I'd like to see the doctor soon. I'd like to see the doctor soon.
I'd like to see the doctor soon.
I'd like to see the doctor soon. Choose between these two. Choose between these two.
Choose between these two.
Choose between these two. This is my daughter. This is my daughter.
This is my daughter.
This is my daughter. A sponge absorbs water. A sponge absorbs water.
A sponge absorbs water.
A sponge absorbs water. Do they sell notebooks at that store? Do they sell notebooks at that store?
Do they sell notebooks at that store?
Do they sell notebooks at that store? They greeted me with a smile. They greeted me with a smile.
They greeted me with a smile.
They greeted me with a smile. He is a kind boy. He is a kind boy.
He is a kind boy.
He is a kind boy. He is said to be a good doctor. He is said to be a good doctor.
He is said to be a good doctor.
He is said to be a good doctor. How long is he going to stay in Japan? How long is he going to stay in Japan?
How long is he going to stay in Japan?
How long is he going to stay in Japan? I object to her going there alone. I object to her going there alone.
I object to her going there alone.
I object to her going there alone. What would happen? What would happen?
What would happen?
What would happen? I have to go now. I have to go now.
I have to go now.
I have to go now. My room faces east. My room faces east.
My room faces east.
My room faces east. She went from London to Paris. She went from London to Paris.
She went from London to Paris.
She went from London to Paris. When would it be convenient for you? When would it be convenient for you?
When would it be convenient for you?
When would it be convenient for you? My sister is having a baby in June. My sister is having a baby in June.
My sister is having a baby in June.
My sister is having a baby in June. Please follow me. Please follow me.
Please follow me.
Please follow me. I left my dictionary downstairs. I left my dictionary downstairs.
I left my dictionary downstairs.
I left my dictionary downstairs. This flower is beautiful, isn't it? This flower is beautiful, isn't it?
This flower is beautiful, isn't it?
This flower is beautiful, isn't it? Don't be taken in by his words. Don't be taken in by his words.
Don't be taken in by his words.
Don't be taken in by his words. He has broken the record. He has broken the record.
He has broken the record.
He has broken the record. I hurried in order to catch the first train. I hurried in order to catch the first train.
I hurried in order to catch the first train.
I hurried in order to catch the first train. I'd like to call my parents. I'd like to call my parents.
I'd like to call my parents.
I'd like to call my parents. I'm still busy. I'm still busy.
I'm still busy.
I'm still busy. You can go if you want to. You can go if you want to.
You can go if you want to.
You can go if you want to. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you.
I want to talk to you.
I want to talk to you. I felt hungry. I felt hungry.
I felt hungry.
I felt hungry. How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing. Don't tell lies. Don't tell lies.
Don't tell lies.
Don't tell lies. Where should we go? Where should we go?
Where should we go?
Where should we go? I hurt my elbow. I hurt my elbow.
I hurt my elbow.
I hurt my elbow. I had hoped to save more money. I had hoped to save more money.
I had hoped to save more money.
I had hoped to save more money. It is going to rain this afternoon. It is going to rain this afternoon.
It is going to rain this afternoon.
It is going to rain this afternoon. Have you ever seen a panda? Have you ever seen a panda?
Have you ever seen a panda?
Have you ever seen a panda? She adores cats. She adores cats.
She adores cats.
She adores cats. The school is 2 kilometers ahead. The school is 2 kilometers ahead.
The school is 2 kilometers ahead.
The school is 2 kilometers ahead. You'd better not go there. You'd better not go there.
You'd better not go there.
You'd better not go there. Tell me the story. Tell me the story.
Tell me the story.
Tell me the story. Do you know how to play chess? Do you know how to play chess?
Do you know how to play chess?
Do you know how to play chess? What do you have? What do you have?
What do you have?
What do you have? My father insisted that we should go. My father insisted that we should go.
My father insisted that we should go.
My father insisted that we should go. It seems to me that he is honest. It seems to me that he is honest.
It seems to me that he is honest.
It seems to me that he is honest. She follows her brother wherever he goes. She follows her brother wherever he goes.
She follows her brother wherever he goes.
She follows her brother wherever he goes. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having fun.
I hope you're having fun.
I hope you're having fun. My mother cut the cake. My mother cut the cake.
My mother cut the cake.
My mother cut the cake. Has the movie started yet? Has the movie started yet?
Has the movie started yet?
Has the movie started yet? He lives next to me. He lives next to me.
He lives next to me.
He lives next to me. He didn't say a word. He didn't say a word.
He didn't say a word.
He didn't say a word. This table is reserved. This table is reserved.
This table is reserved.
This table is reserved. What did he say? What did he say?
What did he say?
What did he say? He was married to her sister. He was married to her sister.
He was married to her sister.
He was married to her sister. A mosquito just bit me. A mosquito just bit me.
A mosquito just bit me.
A mosquito just bit me. Who broke this window? Who broke this window?
Who broke this window?
Who broke this window? This house has 2 bathrooms. This house has 2 bathrooms.
This house has 2 bathrooms.
This house has 2 bathrooms. I bought it. I bought it.
I bought it.
I bought it. I want a good dictionary. I want a good dictionary.
I want a good dictionary.
I want a good dictionary. Physics is my favorite subject. Physics is my favorite subject.
Physics is my favorite subject.
Physics is my favorite subject. He couldn't understand the sentence. He couldn't understand the sentence.
He couldn't understand the sentence.
He couldn't understand the sentence. It's a long way from here to school. It's a long way from here to school.
It's a long way from here to school.
It's a long way from here to school. I want to send this letter to Japan. I want to send this letter to Japan.
I want to send this letter to Japan.
I want to send this letter to Japan. She traveled all over the world. She traveled all over the world.
She traveled all over the world.
She traveled all over the world. I have been studying for 2 hours. I have been studying for 2 hours.
I have been studying for 2 hours.
I have been studying for 2 hours. I don't know if she will come. I don't know if she will come.
I don't know if she will come.
I don't know if she will come. I used to take a walk every morning. I used to take a walk every morning.
I used to take a walk every morning.
I used to take a walk every morning. He can drive a car. He can drive a car.
He can drive a car.
He can drive a car. I had breakfast at 7:30. I had breakfast at 7:30.
I had breakfast at 7:30.
I had breakfast at 7:30. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm waiting for the bus.
I'm waiting for the bus.
I'm waiting for the bus. The printer needs paper. The printer needs paper.
The printer needs paper.
The printer needs paper. We were in a hurry. We were in a hurry.
We were in a hurry.
We were in a hurry. My brother was killed in a traffic accident. My brother was killed in a traffic accident.
My brother was killed in a traffic accident.
My brother was killed in a traffic accident. He has a passive character. He has a passive character.
He has a passive character.
He has a passive character. Can you run fast? Can you run fast?
Can you run fast?
Can you run fast? Hey, where are you going? Hey, where are you going?
Hey, where are you going?
Hey, where are you going? Let's finish it right away. Let's finish it right away.
Let's finish it right away.
Let's finish it right away. They are my classmates. They are my classmates.
They are my classmates.
They are my classmates. Whose room is this? Whose room is this?
Whose room is this?
Whose room is this? Are you coming with me? Are you coming with me?
Are you coming with me?
Are you coming with me? It's up to you. It's up to you.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. Tom finally gave up smoking. Tom finally gave up smoking.
Tom finally gave up smoking.
Tom finally gave up smoking. See if the gas is turned off. See if the gas is turned off.
See if the gas is turned off.
See if the gas is turned off. How unlucky I am. How unlucky I am.
How unlucky I am.
How unlucky I am. He ran into the room. He ran into the room.
He ran into the room.
He ran into the room. I can't check my mail because the server is down. I can't check my mail because the server is down.
I can't check my mail because the server is down.
I can't check my mail because the server is down. This house needs painting. This house needs painting.
This house needs painting.
This house needs painting. I need to get some sleep. I need to get some sleep.
I need to get some sleep.
I need to get some sleep. What are they made of? What are they made of?
What are they made of?
What are they made of? The chili burnt my tongue. The chili burnt my tongue.
The chili burnt my tongue.
The chili burnt my tongue. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of yourself.
Take good care of yourself.
Take good care of yourself. I'll be absent tomorrow. I'll be absent tomorrow.
I'll be absent tomorrow.
I'll be absent tomorrow. Hey, what happened? Hey, what happened?
Hey, what happened?
Hey, what happened? He is stronger than I am. He is stronger than I am.
He is stronger than I am.
He is stronger than I am. Ask him when the next plane leaves. Ask him when the next plane leaves.
Ask him when the next plane leaves.
Ask him when the next plane leaves. He grows rice. He grows rice.
He grows rice.
He grows rice. The bus can hold 50 people. The bus can hold 50 people.
This bus can hold 50 people.
The bus can hold 50 people. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. Close your eyes, please. Close your eyes, please.
Close your eyes, please.
Close your eyes, please. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you. When I came home, John was studying. When I came home, John was studying.
When I came home, John was studying.
When I came home, John was studying. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? He returned from Holland in June. He returned from Holland in June.
He returned from Holland in June.
He returned from Holland in June. He comes around once a week. He comes around once a week.
He comes round once a week.
He comes around once a week. He knows nothing about the plan. He knows nothing about the plan.
He knows nothing about the plan.
He knows nothing about the plan. Why is it so hot? Why is it so hot?
Why is it so hot?
Why is it so hot? She went home. She went home.
She went home.
She went home. These grapes are ripe. These grapes are ripe.
These grapes are ripe.
These grapes are ripe. I'll call again later. I'll call again later.
I'll call again later.
I'll call again later. Come and see me. Come and see me.
Come and see me.
Come and see me. Keep your room clean. Keep your room clean.
Keep your room clean.
Keep your room clean. I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from him.
I learned a lot from him.
I learned a lot from him. He is her friend. He is her friend.
He is her friend.
He is her friend. The dog was digging a hole. The dog was digging a hole.
The dog was digging a hole.
The dog was digging a hole. I speak a little Japanese. I speak a little Japanese.
I speak a little Japanese.
I speak a little Japanese. Talking in the library is not allowed. Talking in the library is not allowed.
Talking in the library is not allowed.
Talking in the library is not allowed. Stay home so that you can answer the phone. Stay home so that you can answer the phone.
Stay home so that you can answer the phone.
Stay home so that you can answer the phone. I'm not a student. I'm not a student.
I'm not a student.
I'm not a student. He has been studying for 2 hours. He has been studying for 2 hours.
He has been studying for 2 hours.
He has been studying for 2 hours. Who is that woman? Who is that woman?
Who is that woman?
Who is that woman? Don't forget to write to me. Don't forget to write to me.
Don't forget to write to me.
Don't forget to write to me. This is a little gift for you. This is a little gift for you.
This is a little gift for you.
This is a little gift for you. No news is good news. No news is good news.
No news is good news.
No news is good news. The girls began to laugh. The girls began to laugh.
The girls began to laugh.
The girls began to laugh. Everybody likes him. Everybody likes him.
Everybody likes him.
Everybody likes him. It's up to you to decide. It's up to you to decide.
It's up to you to decide.
It's up to you to decide. I love this picture. I love this picture.
I love this picture.
I love this picture. No one could solve the problem. No one could solve the problem.
No one could solve the problem.
No one could solve the problem. Can I borrow your umbrella? Can I borrow your umbrella?
Can I borrow your umbrella?
Can I borrow your umbrella? This song is very popular in Japan. This song is very popular in Japan.
This song is very popular in Japan.
This song is very popular in Japan. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to do.
We didn't know what to do.
We didn't know what to do. He uses honey instead of sugar. He uses honey instead of sugar.
He uses honey instead of sugar.
He uses honey instead of sugar. He is very depressed. He is very depressed.
He is very depressed.
He is very depressed. I need a new bicycle. I need a new bicycle.
I need a new bicycle.
I need a new bicycle. The airplane soon went out of sight. The airplane soon went out of sight.
The airplane soon went out of sight.
The airplane soon went out of sight. Did you telephone him? Did you telephone him?
Did you telephone him?
Did you telephone him? Will you show me your photo album? Will you show me your photo album?
Will you show me your photo album?
Will you show me your photo album? You like English, don't you? You like English, don't you?
You like English, don't you?
You like English, don't you? She likes oranges. She likes oranges.
She likes oranges.
She likes oranges. This is the biggest cat that I've ever seen. This is the biggest cat that I've ever seen.
This is the biggest cat that I've ever seen.
This is the biggest cat that I've ever seen. You must keep your room clean. You must keep your room clean.
You must keep your room clean.
You must keep your room clean. I wish I could fly like a bird. I wish I could fly like a bird.
I wish I could fly like a bird.
I wish I could fly like a bird. My wife is preparing dinner right now. My wife is preparing dinner right now.
My wife is preparing dinner right now.
My wife is preparing dinner right now. He married my sister. He married my sister.
He married my sister.
He married my sister. He was busy yesterday afternoon. He was busy yesterday afternoon.
He was busy yesterday afternoon.
He was busy yesterday afternoon. The door is open now. The door is open now.
The door is open now.
The door is open now. Please turn on the TV. Please turn on the TV.
Please turn on the TV.
Please turn on the TV. I had lost my pen. I had lost my pen.
I had lost my pen.
I had lost my pen. A driver was sleeping in the car. A driver was sleeping in the car.
A driver was sleeping in the car.
A driver was sleeping in the car. I know none of them. I know none of them.
I know none of them.
I know none of them. Will you help me with my homework? Will you help me with my homework?
Will you help me with my homework?
Will you help me with my homework? He often goes to Tokyo. He often goes to Tokyo.
He often goes to Tokyo.
He often goes to Tokyo. I wish our classroom was air-conditioned. I wish our classroom was air-conditioned.
I wish our classroom were air-conditioned.
I wish our classroom was air-conditioned. The Netherlands is a small country. The Netherlands is a small country.
The Netherlands is a small country.
The Netherlands is a small country. It's awfully hot today. It's awfully hot today.
It's awfully hot today.
It's awfully hot today. I want to eat something. I want to eat something.
I want to eat something.
I want to eat something. Visitors may not feed the animals. Visitors may not feed the animals.
Visitors may not feed the animals.
Visitors may not feed the animals. The weather forecast is not necessarily reliable. The weather forecast is not necessarily reliable.
The weather forecast is not necessarily reliable.
The weather forecast is not necessarily reliable. This newspaper is free. This newspaper is free.
This newspaper is free.
This newspaper is free. Is it hard to speak English? Is it hard to speak English?
Is it hard to speak English?
Is it hard to speak English? He's 2 years older than Mary is. He's 2 years older than Mary is.
He's 2 years older than Mary is.
He's 2 years older than Mary is. Your dress is very nice. Your dress is very nice.
Your dress is very nice.
Your dress is very nice. Please pass me the butter. Please pass me the butter.
Please pass me the butter.
Please pass me the butter. I could do it in half the time. I could do it in half the time.
I can do it in half the time.
I could do it in half the time. Those books are mine. Those books are mine.
Those books are mine.
Those books are mine. It doesn't matter where he comes from. It doesn't matter where he comes from.
It doesn't matter where he comes from.
It doesn't matter where he comes from. Where is the end of this line? Where is the end of this line?
Where is the end of this line?
Where is the end of this line? I heard someone calling my name. I heard someone calling my name.
I heard someone calling my name.
I heard someone calling my name. She is carrying a backpack on her back. She is carrying a backpack on her back.
She is carrying a backpack on her back.
She is carrying a backpack on her back. This box is full of books. This box is full of books.
This box is full of books.
This box is full of books. Which is mine? Which is mine?
Which is mine?
Which is mine? Please close the door quietly. Please close the door quietly.
Please close the door quietly.
Please close the door quietly. I'm beginning to remember it. I'm beginning to remember it.
I am beginning to remember it.
I'm beginning to remember it. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that.
Anybody can do that.
Anybody can do that. It took 5 minutes to get to the station. It took 5 minutes to get to the station.
It took 5 minutes to get to the station.
It took 5 minutes to get to the station. Are you new here? Are you new here?
Are you new here?
Are you new here? It looks like snow. It looks like snow.
It looks like snow.
It looks like snow. I'm from Singapore. I'm from Singapore.
I'm from Singapore.
I'm from Singapore. I've lost my watch. I've lost my watch.
I lost my watch.
I've lost my watch. He began running. He began running.
He began running.
He began running. She runs faster than I do. She runs faster than I do.
She runs faster than I do.
She runs faster than I do. I will never tell. I will never tell.
I will never tell.
I will never tell. I ate a hamburger and ordered another. I ate a hamburger and ordered another.
I ate a hamburger and ordered another.
I ate a hamburger and ordered another. Time is the most precious thing. Time is the most precious thing.
Time is the most precious thing.
Time is the most precious thing. He is always short of money. He is always short of money.
He's always short of money.
He is always short of money. He stopped the car. He stopped the car.
He stopped the car.
He stopped the car. My sister takes piano lessons twice a week. My sister takes piano lessons twice a week.
My sister takes piano lessons twice a week.
My sister takes piano lessons twice a week. I got acquainted with her in France. I got acquainted with her in France.
I got acquainted with her in France.
I got acquainted with her in France. Will you stay home? Will you stay home?
Will you stay at home?
Will you stay home? Can you do this problem? Can you do this problem?
Can you do this problem?
Can you do this problem? I've lost a little weight. I've lost a little weight.
I've lost a little weight.
I've lost a little weight. It may rain tomorrow. It may rain tomorrow.
It may rain tomorrow.
It may rain tomorrow. I don't like to speak in public. I don't like to speak in public.
I don't like to speak in public.
I don't like to speak in public. Good students study hard. Good students study hard.
Good students study hard.
Good students study hard. I belong to the swimming club. I belong to the swimming club.
I belong to the swimming club.
I belong to the swimming club. He is watching TV. He is watching TV.
He is watching TV.
He is watching TV. I raised my hand to ask a question. I raised my hand to ask a question.
I raised my hand to ask a question.
I raised my hand to ask a question. You look pale. You look pale.
You look pale.
You look pale. The man robbed him of all his money. The man robbed him of all his money.
The man robbed him of all his money.
The man robbed him of all his money. He does not smoke. He does not smoke.
He does not smoke.
He does not smoke. We sat down face to face. We sat down face to face.
We sat down face to face.
We sat down face to face. He wakes up early. He wakes up early.
He wakes up early.
He wakes up early. This book isn't interesting at all. This book isn't interesting at all.
This book isn't interesting at all.
This book isn't interesting at all. He promised to come, but he didn't come. He promised to come, but he didn't come.
He promised to come, but he didn't come.
He promised to come, but he didn't come. He writes books. He writes books.
He writes books.
He writes books. They have English lessons 3 times a week. They have English lessons 3 times a week.
They have English lessons 3 times a week.
They have English lessons 3 times a week. Please come to my house. Please come to my house.
Please come to my house.
Please come to my house. We arrived at the office on time. We arrived at the office on time.
We arrived at the office on time.
We arrived at the office on time. Name and address, please. Name and address, please.
Name and address, please.
Name and address, please. I must visit my friend in the hospital. I must visit my friend in the hospital.
I must visit my friend in the hospital.
I must visit my friend in the hospital. Where's the restroom? Where's the restroom?
Where's the restroom?
Where's the restroom? I can peel an apple. I can peel an apple.
I can peel an apple.
I can peel an apple. You may go there. You may go there.
You may go there.
You may go there. It is likely to rain today. It is likely to rain today.
It is likely to rain today.
It is likely to rain today. It's the 3rd of October. It's the 3rd of October.
It's the 3rd of October.
It's the 3rd of October. Is he right? Is he right?
Is he right?
Is he right? This is my dog. This is my dog.
This is my dog.
This is my dog. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. I'm tied up at the office. I'm tied up at the office.
I am tied up at the office.
I'm tied up at the office. I helped her wash dishes. I helped her wash dishes.
I helped her wash dishes.
I helped her wash dishes. It seems warm outside. It seems warm outside.
It seems warm outside.
It seems warm outside. I regret having said so. I regret having said so.
I regret having said so.
I regret having said so. I have been ill, in bed since last Friday. I have been ill, in bed since last Friday.
I have been ill in bed since last Friday.
I have been ill, in bed since last Friday. He ran out of money. He ran out of money.
He ran out of money.
He ran out of money. Water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. Water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade.
Water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade.
Water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. I awoke from a dream. I awoke from a dream.
I awoke from a dream.
I awoke from a dream. I will do it myself. I will do it myself.
I will do it myself.
I will do it myself. I know she is sleeping. I know she is sleeping.
I know she is sleeping.
I know she is sleeping. The food is getting cold. The food is getting cold.
The food is getting cold.
The food is getting cold. That boy is running. That boy is running.
That boy is running.
That boy is running. She refused his proposal. She refused his proposal.
She refused his proposal.
She refused his proposal. The weather is unusually hot in July. The weather is unusually hot in July.
The weather is usually hot in July.
The weather is unusually hot in July. Our project failed. Our project failed.
Our project failed.
Our project failed. She decided not to attend the meeting. She decided not to attend the meeting.
She decided not to attend the meeting.
She decided not to attend the meeting. Many people were deceived by the advertisement. Many people were deceived by the advertisement.
Many people were deceived by the advertisement.
Many people were deceived by the advertisement. He was sitting between Mary and Tom. He was sitting between Mary and Tom.
He was sitting between Mary and Tom.
He was sitting between Mary and Tom. My idea is quite different from yours. My idea is quite different from yours.
My idea is quite different from yours.
My idea is quite different from yours. The pain was terrible. The pain was terrible.
The pain was terrible.
The pain was terrible. I have no money to buy the dictionary. I have no money to buy the dictionary.
I have no money to buy the dictionary.
I have no money to buy the dictionary. She has flowers in her hand. She has flowers in her hand.
She has flowers in her hand.
She has flowers in her hand. He usually gets up at 6. He usually gets up at 6.
He usually gets up at 6.
He usually gets up at 6. He is taking a walk. He is taking a walk.
He is taking a walk.
He is taking a walk. I don't like this sweater. I don't like this sweater.
I don't like this sweater.
I don't like this sweater.